Hello everybody, Bradley here, and welcome back to the AIPL. We are here today with the quarterfinals and bracket number 3 in that quarterfinal round. We are playing 2 games. This is game number 1. Next video will be game number 2. Top 4 civs after 2 games move on. Bottom 4 civs after 2 games go home. And we keep narrowing it down. We are getting closer and closer to having a definitive AI Civ 6 champion. If you've never watched this before, we stream it live on twitch.tv, so you can watch the whole unedited thing. That is in the description below. We also have a playlist on this YouTube channel that has all of the other elimination games so far if you want to get caught up and get familiar. Otherwise, I don't want to spend too much time on this. If you're not caught up by this part in the quarterfinals, you will catch on very quickly. It's a pretty simple concept. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Really, you're here, just click them. Anyways, let's hop into game number 1. I gotta remember how to do all this. All right, wait for the barbs to spawn. Yeah, that's good. The barbs are in. Cool. Barbs are in. We're revealing the map. We're turning the music back on. Sean Bean is hanging out with us once again. There's a lot of wonders on this map. Let's rock and roll. West Coast is the best coast. We're going to turn on the score so y'all can see what's going on. All right. We got a couple of city-states on the way. Oh, wow. This whole western area is just city-states. That's fun. And we got Yosemite here. Who is this? This is Scythia. So Scythia has lots and lots of room to come down here and settle some of this land. Vietnam up here, also lots of room. She needs those marshes and forests and stuff to put her districts on, and she's got it. She's definitely got it. This is great for Vietnam. Being next to Scythia kind of sucks in terms of war, but Vietnam's a very defensive civ, so that should be fine. We have, this is Mansa Musa, right? Yeah, this is Mansa Musa. Sorry, I'm rusty here. Mansa Musa is a defending champ with no desert, so we'll see how this goes. We do have to remember Mansa Musa won a game without, or won the whole AIPL without ever winning a game, so it's possible. It can be done. Up here we have Gorgo. Gorgo being kind of in the middle of everything is interesting. She's going to meet Muscat first. That'll be a little bit of extra gold. Ubson or Hollow's up there for somebody who wants it. But Gorgo's going to have a decent enough time over here, I surmise. Down here we have oh, what a start for Russia. Look at all this tundra. I don't think Scotland's going to come down to this stuff. So lots of tundra for Russia, but also lots of land to kind of suck up to the east. And then Mansa Musa is not going to be a giant threat military-wise. So that's going to go fairly well, I would assume. We have French Eleanor in the middle of it. So this is either going to go one or two ways for French Eleanor. This is either going to suck for her very, very bad. She's going for an early campus research grants, which is interesting. It's either going to really suck for her, or she's going to flip a million cities. So we'll keep tabs on that because that could be exciting. I hope she doesn't flip a million cities, but if she does, we will tune in. Up here we have Nubia with a little more desert than Mansa Musa had, a little more to work with. The mountain ranges will be nice for defense, but might be slightly too much, like just taking up too many tiles in the area. That's a lot of barbs too. So we'll see how this goes. I think this might just be a slightly too poor a spawn for Nubia, but we'll see what happens. And then finally Scotland's down here doing Scottish things, just hanging out, having some haggis, you know, playing the bagpipes, you know, golfing, I don't know. What else do Scottish people do? I work with some Scottish people, and they do all of those things. So that wearing kilts, that's something Scottish people do. So that he's doing all of those things. Is anyone going to war? That's what I'm most interested in early on. Somebody going to war. It doesn't look like it. This map's got a pretty good spread in it. Went in hard on Mansa like you're Elon buying Twitter. That's fair. That's definitely fair. That's a lot, though. That's pretty hard in the paint. Beowulf down for Russia is interesting. I don't know if the AI can use the abilities of the heroes, though, or if, like, I'm not sure, because that makes Himiko just automatically the best hero. I suppose we'll see. I think they can. I think I've seen them use the heroes before. French oh! No, get out of here, Ellie. Oh yeah, here we go. It's happening already. Nubia with a terrible settle. If Nuri flips to French, oh, okay, never mind. They got Pingala in there. Terrible use of Pingala, but good defense. Nothing interesting anyone have any wonders? A few. The wonders don't really start popping off till later in the game. We had a Temenanki go down. Where was that a Temenanki? There was a Temenanki at some point. Yeah, Stonehenge got down over here, so Nubia has Stonehenge for... Oh, and Pyramids. Stonehenge and Pyramids will be interesting. Nubia with extra builder charges is really good, so we'll see how Nubia uses that. And one of the things the AI does really well is create builders. I wouldn't say they use them really well, but they create a lot of them, so having more build charges on there is probably helpful for Nubia. It would be very funny if Barbs were able to take this city, but I don't think it's happening. Gorgo's got a great little defensive structure early on, and has started building on a lot of these tiles, right? Which is very important in these shorter games, that you got to get your tile improvements down quickly. Now, it's all food, so these are going to be high population tiles. But if I'm in a game with Eleanor, one of the things I'm definitely looking to do is create some high population cities, so as to not have them flipped. Vietnam with a good kind of defensive unit early on. A couple of campuses go, 3 campuses going down. You have to rate Vietnam pretty highly. Science victories are the main thing in the AIPL, and you have to rate Vietnam pretty highly in terms of her ability to convert those, I would say. Machu Picchu going down for Mansa Musa here would be huge. There's lots of good mountain ranges to use for districts here. Some of them are already sucked up by a campus, which isn't a terrible idea. Yeah, there's the Temenanki that I was talking about earlier. Not a very good one, but an Temenanki nonetheless. Russia's got 150 units and not enough places for them to go. Russia's also running out of room and is going to have to come down to this tundra. Not that that's particularly bad for Russia, but something to keep an eye on here. We also have missionaries coming out here, and we have missionaries coming out here, presumably. Yeah, because that's where the Stonehenge was. So a couple of religions early on, duking it out, 3 of them. And then Buddhism. Vietnam has Buddhism as well. Are you doing anything with it? Kind of. Kind of doing some things with it. That's okay. Turn 44. Mansa Musa, loads of science, a little bit of a science lead here. In terms of culture, I guess Mansa Musa as well is pretty high, but Nubia has the highest culture in the game so far. One of the things to keep in mind, Mansa Musa won the entire tournament last season without winning a game. Without winning a single game, just kept coming in like second and third, racking up the points. Consistency is more important than outright victory. We have a Machu Picchu battle. Is that actually a battle? Oh, yeah, 8 turns and 9 turns. That is quite the battle. That is quite the battle indeed. Great library going down for Scotland. Scotland also very good science civ. I'm not sure the AI can juggle the amenities as well as a human player could. Although I would say if civ players in general have a weakness, it's juggling amenities. Just as a whole area of the game that I think the majority of players kind of don't optimize. I would say juggling amenities is one of them, and so yeah, maybe AI Scotland is gonna pop off here. Mohenjo-Daro going down is interesting, especially if you're gonna be settling like non-water cities like this. You'd think you'd want Mohenjo-Daro. I guess it's just one city. Anyways, doesn't really matter. I think they're gonna take it. Nuri still having a good time, not flipping yet. Ephesus not flipping either. There's a lot of units here. I don't know where. Oh no, never mind. That's just the religion. I thought that was the city flipping. Yeah, French Eleanor starts to run into trouble with her own cities flipping. That'll be a paradox that I'll be super happy with, but that will make a weird game. This area is getting really congested. Are these guys fighting? Fight. No, they're not fighting. Oh, are they fighting? Or are they just open borders? I want fights. I want to see people fighting. Ooh, a great profit here. No holy site. Must have used the card to get the points. Brazzy with the sub. Thank you so much. 6 months. Woo! Hell yeah, brother. Void Chens are some of the most fun units in the game. I want to see a Void Chen take out a city. That's what I want to see. Meenakshi Temple going down. Interesting. Did we get the Machu Picchu? Did French Ellie get the Machu Picchu? Oh, Eleanor beat him to it. Sucks to suck, Mansa Musa. And Eleanor, I think, they both had decent land for it. Eleanor, I think, will benefit the most because the theater scores are so important. Now, oh, Ren is down. I was wondering what she'd do here, but Ren is down. I'm not sure that French Eleanor knows that if she just builds 1,000,000 theater squares and collects a lot of great writers, that she'll win the game. But assuming that she does know that, the Machu Picchu makes that much easier to do. I think Mohenjo's done. I think it's Dunski's. This coffee is really good. Where I work, there's just free kind of unlimited coffee all the time. But depending on who makes it, it can be, you know, anywhere from very good to very bad. Oh, Kumba Soleil is almost Dunski's. Oh, it's got the catapult, but the hoplite can't get in. But at home, when I have full control over every part of the coffee making process, it just tastes better. This is a good masterclass in defense, right? Like your city's losing its walls. That does not mean it has to die, Because now you can stop between the rivers and the units, you can kind of stop the melee units from getting in here. Yeah, I think Kumba Soleil is going to survive. Fascinating stuff. Oh, Thang Long, the capital is surrounded. Get the Void Chins in here. They can move and hit, and they got a good... What are we doing? Get the chariot out. You want the chariot out of there. We're in the Dark Age because we suck at this game.
Taught you well.
One sec. Ah.
Vietnam, hi, this is our Lord and Savior speaking. You want to put the void, never mind, your void chin is dead.
Sorry, I was going to give her instructions on how to survive, but she bungled it. I think this is it for Vietnam, who I just rated very highly. I think it's over. I think it's over. Now, do we play the party horns for Scythia or for Tamaris? Or do we play the kind of shame horns for Vietnam here? Yeah, a couple of hits here with the range units. Although maybe not. Oh, the Void Chin's in! And the walls are going down! Idiot. You gotta take that city earlier. Oh no, and the heroes in here? This is gonna get saved. Oh my goodness. The defense is complete. What a racket that was. That was all kinds of silly. Yeah, I would take Dong Hoi as a consolation prize. Anything else interesting happening? Kumbai Soleil not only survived, but they're thriving now. There's a lot of units over roads. After what we've just seen, though, I'm not convinced they'll actually take it. Maybe I am convinced they'll actually take it. That's a lot of I'm convinced that they're gonna take it. Well, let's watch a real siege take place. Let's see what happens when someone who knows what they're doing sieges a city. Ooh, and the raise!
Hell yeah, brother.
That is not nice. If you're not just to raise it is just rude. That's just mean. All right, anything interesting happening up here? Got some temples going down, some Watts, some Jebel Barkles, nothing crazy. No cities flipping for Eleanor. Not surprising. Oh, theater score is going down though. Yeah, I thought the AI, I think we've seen the AI use the hero abilities. I don't know if it's as often as you'd like. Granada got taken by Russia. Russia's got a great setup down here. They're gonna pop off. Look at all this. University, library, university. That was just done. Another campus, more gold. I think Russia's in a good position here to just pop off in this game. I wonder if Matsumus is gonna settle a city here. Because now these cities have walls, they're gonna be a little harder to break through. Another city here for Vietnam would be wise. If we take a look, let's take a look at the score real quick. Mansa Musa, Nubia, Peter, and Batriu in the 4 places that move through. Eleanor, Robert the Bruce, Tamaris, and Gorgo in the 4 places that get eliminated. So far, there's 2 games to play, so it's a minute before someone gets eliminated, but good to keep track of those things. In terms of science, Eleanor actually popping off a little bit. Same with Peter. A couple other people in the 100 range. And for culture, no one really pulling ahead of the pack yet. This is still a very, very, very close game. And you'd assume Gorgo's stats were a little better before one of her cities got taken out. I'll make that assumption. That feels fair. This would be a great Chichen Itza in Lyon. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles for the culture? Potentially 7? That's not too bad. I'd say like more than 5 is probably a good Chichen Itza. Yeah, until she chops her, that's true. Don't assume she won't chop all of the rainforest, but at least for now it's a good idea. I still can't believe that this defense, I like this little gap too. Vietnam's like, we'll do Empire A and Empire B. And they're kind of going to be self-sufficient, but they're going to take up the most land because you can still settle one in the middle here. And probably one down here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, right here is a settleable tile. Anything fun happening in the religious victory? Ooh, Peter's doing okay, but I think everyone else will calm it down a little bit. We do have to watch that. Religious victory is the only victory that doesn't automatically end the game, so we do have to keep track of it. All of these great writers do not bode well for Eleanor, who needs them. Eleanor kind of needs them. Does Eleanor have any great writers? No. No, it seems like the old flipping city strat for Eleanor is going to be more difficult because Russia is hoarding them all. Russia doesn't even have a spot to use them. That's typical Russia, though. That's typical Russia. Lots of space over here for Vietnam as well. Vietnam is just one of those civs that you can pop off so easily. And you can plant those rainforests, too. Scythia doing a good job, or Tamaris doing a good job of coming down here and settling this area. I think it might be a little too late, though. She's just a little behind. This map is shaped like a fish. That's a good observation. Wolin flipping, Hoi An flipping. Oh my goodness, is she in a dark age? Yeah, she's in a dark age, and Mansa Musa's in a heroic age. Rip. That's gonna suck for Wolin and Hoi An. That's not ideal. Gorgo's gonna get this Forbidden City. That's a huge wonder. That's a great wonder. Nuri is losing loyalty, but not very quickly, and it's gonna grow in 2 turns. Is this Forbidden City going down? That extra wildcard policy slot is wonderful. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. That's a huge wonder to grab. Oh, we're gonna get Lake Sinbad. Oh no. Oh, there's not even a spot to move it. Oh, no. Okay, I'm prepping. Oh.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
How dare you do our boy Sinbad dirty like that? Absolutely done. There's not even a spot to move him to. Like, even, I know the AI can't move those units, or doesn't, but at least give him the chance. Great artist. That might be the way into flipping some cities here. That would be interesting. One day I'll finish that domination game, the no war domination game we were doing as Eleanor. One day I'll finish that. I think I still have the save, to be honest. Alhambra going down is a very odd wonder for Scotland to be building. Scotland only has 4 cities, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Scotland's got to get some more cities down. Thumbs up. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Yeah, Scotland's gotta do a little more here. Tamaris is doing very well in science, which is really the name of the game in these things. You want to be ahead in science and not too behind in culture. Russia is popping off, taking Mitla, which is interesting. I do wonder how helpful it is to be taking out scientific city-states. I guess if they weren't her or his to begin with, it's probably fine, but there's some really good, like, especially for someone who's building 1 million campuses and everything, you'd think these science city-states would be helpful. Also, like, don't lose that, yeah, be careful, don't lose that city. We'll do, like, a little, like, we'll do, like, a half air horn for that. I'm worried he's gonna lose this to Eleanor, but we'll see. We'll keep tabs of it. Wolin and Hoi An have flipped to the free city stage, but aren't flipping over to Mansa Musa. This is a huge kind of negative drain on Vietnam, but we're not seeing that swing over to Mansa Musa in any way yet. Oxford University complete for Gorgo, who that brings her to 104 science, which is probably not enough, but it's better than some other players in the game. It was actually maybe kind of smart to do this little jumping exercise. So at least like the core of your empire is still intact. I think the problem here is she's using it to build an armory and 2 military academies and a barracks. But I don't know how to say that. People on YouTube comment all the time.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful.
What was the latest? I have a recent YouTube comment of someone telling me I said that wrong, as if I should know better. One sec. I'm gonna find this YouTube comment. 49-minute mark, barracks. Ha ha ha! It's barracks, like an army barracks, doofus. That was the YouTube comment. Thanks to Nunya Business for that YouTube comment 3 days ago. Barracks. I don't know. I have clearly never been in the military or pretended to know anything about it. So I did my best in that video a long time ago, and most of the comments on that video are like, you said that word wrong. I was like, how do y'all know how, like that was another thing. How does everyone else know how to say it? That's not a word that comes up often. You are not a doofus, thank you. I appreciate that. I actually enjoy the YouTube comments. There's a lot, look at all this food. This is how you win the AIPL. You don't go out there and smash the game, although Mansa Musa is winning the game. But look at this, you just make a nice empire. You just get in the game, you get a lot of food, you feed the people, you get some units, you play a little defense. These spies are going to be a problem. You do some trading, you get some missionaries around, you flip some cities, and then you just hang out. You just hang out and you make it through. You're not trying to be the CEO, you just want to be like the VP of food. Or like the Secretary of Agriculture. And then at the last second in the final game, you run the coup, and done, you win. And that's how it works. And that's what Mansa Musa does every single time. Just makes it through. And in this game, he's smashing. But in most games, he's just around. And no one bothers him. And he doesn't bother anyone. And he wins. And it's awesome. Colosseum, half built. Nope, we're done. Oh, almost done. Colosseum is better on Scotland. I mean, it's one of the best wonders in the game. But better on Scotland than most civs. That's a good Colosseum, too. That's going to hit 3 other cities, 4 if you settle this one. Dijon. The home, the capital city of mustard. I'm assuming that's where Dijon mustard came from. Oh, it's not flipping anymore. That's lame. Pavardinho. Thank you so much. That sounds like a mildly Brazilian name, possibly. I'm not sure. Anyways, welcome in. Glad you're here. How does AI Mansa Musa make so many units with their productive nerfs? The way... I don't know how to explain this from like a game balance perspective because I don't design games, but the game isn't like... The game isn't perfectly balanced the same way as you change speeds. And on a really quick speed, I just think like the production requirements... I don't know how to explain it. I don't think he actually builds them faster as a percentage. But just because we're in a faster speed, he gets those units out faster. And the game is not really balanced in that way, right? So, like, let's say you're playing... Let's say... Okay, how do I explain this? On quick speed, right? If someone's attacking you, defense is way easier, right? Defending an attack is way easier because you can build units in 1 turn. You can build walls in 1 or 2 turns. It doesn't actually take them... less turns to take your cities on quick speed, right? So they still got to do all of the work to take your city, but you have to do less of the work in building like a defensive structure as it's happening. And so I don't think he's actually... I think the production nerfs are still pretty problematic. I just think on quick speed it's easier to build enough units, if that's making sense. And this is only an AI issue because if you were playing against humans, right, you also get the benefit on the other end where the person attacking you can just build units more quickly as well and keep attacking you. But I just think the way the AI uses their units in attack, it makes someone like Mansa Musa who has production nerfs, it's a little bit easier for them to defend because they can build walls in 1 or 2 turns and build a couple of units. And right, what was 10 or 15 turns is now 5 or 6 turns, and which is just easier. Yeah, I don't know if I'm explaining that right, Carl. And there are parts of the games that do change in balance for different game speeds. It's just like scouting is another one. Scouting is so much better on marathon speed because the map didn't get any bigger. Let's say it takes 100 tiles to cross the map, and let's say your scout can move 3 tiles per turn, right? So you're going to take roughly 33 turns to get all the way across the map and see everything. If you do that on Marathon, you're still in the ancient era, right? So you've seen the entire map in the ancient era, which is very helpful information. But if you do that on online speed, 33 turns, you're in the medieval era, right? So by the time you can see the whole map and get that information, you're farther along in the game. So scouting's another area where, right, the way it kind of changes and you prioritize, it changes based on the game speed you're playing on. I hope that answers your very specific question about Mansa Musa's production bonuses on an online speed game. I got kind of in the weeds there, but I think that's what's happening. Let's do a quick score check. And Mansa Musa really ahead. Like at this point in the game, this gap is pretty unovercomable. Mansa Musa, Peter, Eleanor reaching into the promotion places here with Tamaris, Nubia, Vietnam falling down into the bottom 4 to be eliminated. Dun dun dun. Movement doesn't scale, damage doesn't scale, but everything else does. So the number of moves you can make and the amount of damage you can deal proportionate to the rate at which the rest of the game progresses changes drastically. That's exactly right. And that's what the scouting thing, I guess, yeah, the scouting thing falls under movement, right? It's like scouting is much, much more powerful on a slower game speed because you can do it much more quickly and you just have more information available to you for more of the game. Cash Money Monster, how much money does he have? Is he hoarding the gold? Is he Scrooge McDuckin? I want to see Mansa Musa diving into a pile of gold if he wins AIPL again. Because this season of AIPL came after that April patch update. Which was a year ago. Man, I'm so lazy. Was that a year ago already? Wow. Was that, am I mistaking the months? Has it already been a year since like that Civ patch update came out? Oh my goodness. Oh, we've been doing this for a long time, chat. Y'all are great. I did not even realize. Anyways, that's a 13 months ago. Wow. Crazy. Looking at the yields, Tamara still, very interestingly, is kind of popping off in science, and I'm kind of wondering how. A little bit of science from these tiles, some good campuses, I'm presuming. And the Ruhr Valley. Now, this is a combination that's pretty destructive for a science victory. You got your campuses with your Ruhr Valley. Yeah, just some really good campuses. Probably some policy cards in there as well. Fascinating. And Broadway going down. Tamaris, don't sleep on Tamaris. Definitely don't sleep on Tamaris. Russia's got some tank armies. Do we have any flipping cities? Oh, Nuri
Well, 9
flipped.
months do we now have a baby? And is his name Jeff?
Yes, his name is Jeff. We do have a baby. What you guys don't see is the next room over is just the baby room. What are those called? You can tell I have so many children. Oh, what is the room called in your house where you put your baby? Oh my goodness. Nursery. All right, first, one sec. We gotta shame myself here. Oh
Shame.
my god. Oh no.
Shame.
Who let me back on the internet? I should have just
Shame.
stayed offline. No, nursery was the correct word. Closet? No, don't put your baby in the closet. What you're what you're missing on that side of the wall is a giant nursery for all of these 9-month subs. I think Bose is, there's a couple people past 18 too, and now we have 2 babies over there, and it's just so many. All of your sub money is just going to an army of nannies. Just an army of people who take care of the kids while I stream. I'll get a report about Jeff. That's how I do my parenting. I get reports from the nannies in the nursery about the children. Words are hard. It's okay. Yeah, I wish I could blame it on like COVID brain fog, but I'm actually just dumb. Like I'm actually just. Ugh. All right. The Great Lighthouse is down. Fascinating stuff. I just like the way this looks. My favorite kind of panorama view shot of Civ is the city here with like the Great Lighthouse and the Colossus like as like a water entry point into your city. I think that's my favorite kind of view of Civ. 346 science. We've seen people get up to like 700, 800. Sub-children Civ tournament when? What do we need? How old do they need to be to play Civ? 3? Probably 1 more year until some of them start turning 3. Again, I'll have to get a report on how many are turning 3 when, but we can do that. Man, sucks for Gorgo. Like if you come in last, it's very, very hard to not be eliminated. You just have to come in first the next game. There's no big wars popping off. The land kind of seems to be stuck where it is. We did have Nuri flip. So that city that Nubia settled early on that was not very good because Eleanor could possibly flip it, did flip it. And then we just got a bunch more French cities, but Scotland's been able to stop itself from being flipped. I think part of that too is that Russia got all of the great people. That's actually really unfortunate for Eleanor to be in a bracket with Russia, because even if both Peter and Eleanor go through, they still play in the same game again, right? Like the 4 that go through from this bracket are meeting 4 from another bracket, and so Eleanor is always in a bracket with Peter if they both go through. The only way is you'd need Eleanor to go through and Peter to be eliminated for Eleanor to kind of avoid having Peter again. A mod that replaces all the leader art with images of them as babies. Oh yeah, with the snap. I was gonna say, until I read the Snapchat filter part, like, I think for some of these leaders, they were around before photography. I think that's gonna be difficult to do. But the Snapchat filter makes sense. I was like, yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna be getting a baby photo of Mansa Musa, but I understand now. The Snapchat filter would do a good job. That's another thing too, is I need to find someone who knows how to make Civ mods. Boes does that, and he has the best games. Like, Boes' YouTube stuff lately has been off the chain, and a lot of that is mods. Like, he's found a person that knows how to make mods. The one where chat, like, text to speech was dropping comments and stuff on, that was amazing. I love that so much. I've never been so happy watching a YouTube video, I don't think. Hey, it's Shat. What a name. One of the best names in this game. That also flipped. That is not a French name. I took French for many, many years in school. I don't think that's a French city name. I think that flipped from Nubia. Also, Abu Simbel flipping in 27 turns. Is Ellie in a golden age? No, just a standard, but Nubia's in a dark age, so you still have that one era score kind of gap there. Mansa Musa now pulling ahead. Peter in third. I mean, Mansa Musa has been pulling ahead for a while. Tamaris in second is huge. I wouldn't have rated Tamaris to go through. I would not have rated Tamaris to go through. I would have assumed that Tamaris wouldn't make it. I mean, she could still have a shot. Next game is Continents and Islands, and Tamaris, I think, does worse on Continents and Islands. Yeah, Ellie's got to hope Russia drops off because, I mean, one of the good things here is that, if she keeps flipping these cities, right, like, she'll keep getting higher and higher score. So she'll probably overtake Russia if she keeps flipping these cities. Yeah, now she's in an elimination spot. Uh-oh. I mean, I'm happy about that, but I kind of do want to see Ellie unencumbered by having Russia in a game. How did this city lose loyalty? Oh, Fez is here with 8 population. That makes sense. I was like, wait a second. How did that happen? Vietnam is just losing loyalty all over the map right now. That's not great. Caruso looks like it might flip over. Probably to Scythia, though. Or Tamaris. Yeah, well, Lin and Hoi An may be flipping back, but nothing crazy. In terms of a science victory here, Tamaris has got the first 2 done. Moon landing and, no, sorry. Satellite and moon landing. Eleanor's got the satellite down, which is, she's doing okay in science. In terms of raw yields per turn, she's actually ahead. Interesting stuff. Eleanor's getting that Earth satellite down. 24 pop Vietnam. Yeah, they're playing on Deity. And so they get like a 40% boost. To all those things. Where's the 24 pop? Whoa, Panama Canal. Oh yeah, Hugh. Oh yeah, that's a lot of food. I can see how this is happening. That's a ton of food. Absolute. That's so much corn. So much corn and a good Huey.
Hell yeah, brother.
Good observation. A Huey in the right tile in the lake. Is there any other lake tile? I think this is a good Huey overall. Compared to how it normally goes, fantastic stuff. This Ruhr Valley is probably going to be super helpful. A few more spaceports going down. We need to teach the AI how to sacrifice builders with Royal Society. That would really up the AIPL game if that strategy was usable. All right, can Russia just win a culture? Oh no. The worst thing to hear is rock band music when there's no one close to a culture victory. Robert the Bruce in on the science game now. All right. Oh, no. You have to build that Panama Canal. You cannot let this one go. Stop building this one. Fez, stop. Fez,
the Twitch chat, the supreme ruler of the AIPL, the commissioner of the Canal Association, and the distributor of wheat would like you to stop building this Panama Canal, please and thank you.
I think they'll listen. I think Fez got the memo. No, you can't build this one when this one exists. Where is it? Look at this. Napata, into the Dead Sea, into a canal, into El Kuru, into the ocean. Yeah, the problem is, Carl, this is just how I spend all my own money on St. Jude. Is I just donate $25 to build this Panama Canal. That's the treat. That's the trick. Is it's actually just getting me to donate. Oh boy. One day this cough will leave me and I will be happy. Nuclear? Oh, it's a battleship, not a nuclear submarine. Do we have nukes anywhere yet? Is that a thing that's happening? No nukes yet, but uranium's piling up. Specifically, Tamaris, I think, would be likely to launch some nukes. We got some uranium here, too, but I reckon it's more of a GDR type thing. No one going for the Mars colony yet. Oh, this is a race. Lots of people lining up. Has Eleanor hopped over Peter yet? Yeah! Oh, this is what you want if you're Eleanor. Yeah. How is Batriu caught back up? Oh, my goodness. This is a crazy... This is pretty close here in the middle. This is what you want. You want Eleanor to finish like 4th and Peter to finish like 5th. So Peter gets eliminated and then Eleanor makes it through. I guess just the high population is worth a lot of score. And she's got good yields, yeah. That's the thing. Vietnam is just such a resilient civ. Because I rated them and then wrote them off. And now they're still amazing. You can't really go wrong, can you? Interesting. Culture victory going to France. Science victory going to France. Yields per turn no longer going to France, but it's not too bad. It's not crazy. All right, I had to pour myself some more coffee. I decided to hop on right in the morning, like right after I woke up, just so I wouldn't not do it. I was like, I'm gonna stream today. I'm gonna do the AIPL today. But what happened was I needed to like press the start streaming button like right after I got out of bed, or else I just wouldn't have done it today. So I've been in and out of the stream, so forgive me. But is there a way to bet on countries? Yeah, at the beginning we do channel points betting. We do channel points betting. There's no way to bet real money on this, and even if there was, I would not allow it. No one should be spending any real money on the AIPL. That would be silly. Unless we do Carl's idea of a donation AIPL, and you can spend all of your money on a charity. That's fine. No worries. But yeah. No. Whoa! Candy's going down. Take it. Take it. Or can you even keep it? Probably not. You probably have to raise it. What is the point of this? This is just like a fun side quest. I bet you one of the other city-states has an envoy quest to take out Candy. Oh, we're gonna do 4 games today, and this is only game number 1. So yeah, we're gonna try and do 4. We're gonna do at least 2, but I think we're gonna do 4. All right, the Panama Canal is complete, and I'm sad, but we must do it. Do-do-do, Canalysis. It's fine. I think the problem is I can't rate this fairly, considering I saw what the other one was going to be. It connects Fez to the ocean, which is nice. There's some space here for an industrial zone or some theater squares, which is nice. It's a meh. It's fine. It's okay. It's not bad. It's certainly not bad. Yeah, it's not a bad canal, but what we didn't get for like the Napata through the Dead Sea into El Kuru into the ocean, that was spicy. We liked that one. Peter now running away with it. Oh no, I lied. Eleanor, what is going on? Eleanor running away at almost 700 science per turn. Are we going to Mars yet? Oh, and she's getting oh my goodness. Eleanor's taking over. And we're building nukes? Oh my. And we're attacking Mitla. We're going after Russia. Man, Eleanor does not care. I normally don't like Eleanor, but this is a vibe that I can root for. Did she chop out all of that? Oh, she's not swapping this tile. That's a mistake, but that's okay. She only chopped out like 2 of the rainforest tiles. She still kept a couple. I guess this one she built the Chichen Itza on. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, 2 are gone because we said there could be 6 or 7. So 2 or 3 are gone. That's okay though. She's doing her best. We got planes and nukes. Okay, so we have people in possession of nuclear weapons now. One can only hope. Peter is the only... Nope, Tamaris and Peter are going for the Mars colony, which is very important. A lot of times this happens where the person who's leading in science just doesn't build the Mars colony for whatever reason. It's a holdup. Everyone stops at the Mars colony. I'm in it for the nukes at this point. Eleanor seems a little bloodthirsty. I reckon she'll throw some nukes down. She might be using all her uranium on GDRs, though. But also... Oh, we have bombers and nukes. Mansa Musa has bombers and nukes. And is at war with Ellie? Yeah?
Louis,
No, it's Russia that's at war with Ellie.
a beautiful friend.
Captain F, welcome in. Happy that you're here. Appreciate you. Yeah, Mitla's having a rough time. And there's planes? And they're... Oh! And she's using bombers. This is fun. This is fun. I did not want to root for Ellie, but she's got the fun strat. Uh-oh. Bologna? It's not Bologna. Bologna? Bologna? I don't know. Anyways, that city's flipping. That's not good. Not ideal. I think... oh, Russia's got GDRs now. Is this defendable? This is probably defendable. Oh, you gotta use the bomber first. Mate, use the bomber first. Or, no, you have to use it in general. Okay, you know what? We'll check back in. We'll check back in. I don't want to get caught up in how to use... I don't want to get caught up in tutorials for the AI. Con Quang now flipping back to Vietnam. Classic. Classic maneuver. We got fighter GDRs coming in. These are non-promoted GDRs, though, so they're not very... They're still chunky, but they're not, like, chunky, you know? They're not Transformers yet. They're kind of just... I don't know. They're kind of like if 4 promo... GDRs are like a Charizard. They're still little Charmanders. They're still powerful. I don't want to be flamethrowered by a Charmander, but it's not quite a Charizard yet. Yeah, I think Mitla's not being taken. I think we can successfully say we needed to bomb earlier. Nobody is taking over that science lead, though. Eleanor is not gaining as much science every turn anymore. Oh, Peter's going for the exoplanet. From 5th, too. From an elimination spot. That's crazy. Yeah, Russia leading the science victory. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Something died. Oh, this is not good. This is very much a city that has been ruined. Who has nukes? Is it just Mansa Musa? No, Ba Triu has 3 nukes as well. Is there anyone for Vietnam to nuke? We haven't seen a proper nuke. This is game number 1. We haven't seen a proper nuke in a while in the AIPL. Do we have any way to launch into the AI? Does this all the time. Yeah, there we go. And a nuclear submarine armada is a guaranteed hit. We want to get that out. Get that out, nuke Fez. Nuke that Panama Canal. There's nothing more deserved on this map to be nuked than the Panama Canal that stole... We're still stealing settlers at turn 200. We were robbed of one of the most amazing canals in AIPL history. So the one that we get must be nuked. Those are the rules. 2 promos on the GDRs, getting a little better. What you need is the air defense one is nice, but the one that gives you better range strength is the one you want. 29 population, and still just chugging along. 30 pops soon as well. I think Russia's gonna win this, though. Yeah, we're counting down. 1 light year per turn for Russia. Russia's on the countdown, 1 light year per turn. Circling back for nukes. Getting the Golden Gate Bridge to nowhere. To a helicopter. You get to go from a military base over the bridge into a helicopter. That's pretty sick. That's something I'd build in like Planet Coaster if I could. That's pretty cool. Rock band's running around, but no hope of a culture victory. Doesn't look like it. It looks like Russia's gonna win from 5th place. Which changes up the standings a lot because it pushes Eleanor into a elimination spot. Rip. That sucks. Mansa Musa never gave up that lead, although it hasn't really grown much. It's been about 100 and 150 for a while. Yeah, it's not the best Golden Gate Bridge. It is also... Stream some planet... Oh, I will not be streaming some Planet Coaster. I like Planet Coaster, though. the way my work schedule works is like I work from Wednesday to Sunday at work. And so I can only stream like Monday and Tuesday at home. And with only 2 days, most of those 2 days has got to be Civ. I really wanted to stream Dorf Romantic though. Although you guys, I was sick and I was playing Dorf Romantic, and I made a little video about just playing a game of Dorf Romantic and put it on YouTube, and it was like one of the most viewed videos in the last little while, and you guys are awesome. Because that was nice. First off, nice because Dorf Romantic deserves people to play it and to watch the videos on it and everything. Second was that non-Civ videos just never do well. And the fact that that one did well was lovely. Yeah, I think Rush is cleaning this one up. I think Rush is cleaning this one up and throwing Ellie into the elimination zone. Not too far in, just one spot in. But yeah, Russia wins, goes on top, pushes everyone down. Oh boy. I wonder if, yeah, I don't know, because Russia might have a less of an advantage. Oh, no, Tamaris is also going 1 per turn. Are you building any... Have I considered a modded AIPL? We were just talking about it today, actually, with Carl, about like a modded one where I can influence the game as the spectator, as like a charity stream. I have considered a modded AIPL. The problem is the stability of it. Even with just the mods we use we only use 1 mod right now to spectate the whole thing. The one that reveals the whole map is actually built into the game. You just have to go into your game settings, like in the files, and change it, but it's already built in. Like, I didn't mod this. And so, like, stability issues doing this with even just 1 mod, the spectator mod, is already, like, we're kind of at the point where I don't want to add too many more mods and have the game crash more. So yeah, it would have to be something that keeps the stability of the game roughly where it is, because we still usually, if we play 4 games, it's usually like a 1 crash per game kind of thing. Knock on wood, we've been lucky this game. But just from a presentation point of view too, I don't want people like sitting in a stream and restarting the game a whole bunch. All right, we have battleships. Can we have a nuclear submarine? Oh, there's plenty. Oh, 11,000 tourism. Wow. 1 per turn. Still at 1 per turn. Yeah, nothing doing. We need to get Tamaris. You got to get those things going. The little projects. Get the Lagrange. Why are we building a canal? You don't need this. You certainly don't need this. This is a waste of all your time. Oh my goodness. Do-do-do, do-do-do, canalysis. I mean, it's not the worst canal we've seen, but it's not good. This is an entirely unnecessary canal, both in terms of transportation and like industrial zones to put around it. Yeah, Mansa Musa always wins. There's no world you can't avoid Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa won the whole first AIPL without ever winning a game. Without ever actually winning the game. Like, that's just who he is. He just sticks around. Just wait till the IC goes down, then I mean, even then, it's too late in the game to matter. Even then, it's far too late in the game to matter. Balone still hasn't flipped yet. You don't want to be Eleanor and losing cities. It's too bad Abu Simbel never flipped. That would have been a huge pickup for Ellie. We have those 4 promo GDRs though. Those can do some damage, and these guys aren't racing to a science victory quickly. Robert the Bruce now in the game. Eleanor now in the game. Is anyone going to build any projects? Eleanor's gonna do it! Bro, okay, we're going at 3 light years per turn soon? Check it, Eleanor is going crazy. She's actually building the Lagrange stations. Wow. This would be a huge comeback. This would be an absolutely huge comeback.
Happy AIPL Day.
Thanks, Neil. Appreciate it. 14 months. Wow.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, we're going 3 light years per turn now for Eleanor. 1, 1, 3, 1. I don't know if Eleanor can catch up though. It might be just a little. Russia might have got a little too big of a head start. But yeah, there's no. Oh my goodness. I wish there was a way to see exactly how many points were needed. Still enough that there's like a gap at the top here for the science victory. I think Eleanor might win. I think Eleanor might win this. Because they're about to be going 4 light years per turn. I think they're out of aluminum though. Wow, that would be crazy. Robert the Bruce, you building any projects? No. No, so Robert's not going to win. Scythia's not going to win. This is wild. Eleanor with the comeback. Well, the comeback while being ahead. But still the comeback in the sense that like Russia was going for it. Yeah, lesson learned, folks. You got to build them projects. Oh, nuke. Throw this nuke down on Eleanor. Someone got to nuke somebody. This game is screaming, crying out for a nuclear weapon to be used. Yeah, Eleanor's lapped Scotland. I think there's enough time. Yeah, nuke Eleanor. Do it. Yeah, especially now going 4 light years per turn. I wonder what happens if it's like if they both go over the 33 you need, but like one's 36 and one's 34. Does it take the highest number? Nuke the don't nuke the whales. Don't nuke the whales. Where do we want them to nuke anything else? All of this is nukeable. We don't need to nuke any fish. Or any, I guess whales aren't fish. Are whales fish? I don't know how to classify whales. Anyways, don't nuke the sea life. We don't need to do that. I guess in Civ they're specifically not fish because there's a fish tile. But I meant as like a class. I don't know. Never mind. One day I'll be a marine biologist and know these things. I'm going to assume that whales are not fish though. Whales are mammals. Gotcha. Ooh, Sparta got taken.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's crazy. Now Ephesus is going. Oh no, Gorgo's eliminated. Gorgo, yeah, Russia's gonna, or Eleanor's gonna win. Wow. Yeah, Eleanor's gonna win, but that was bold from Russia. Very bold indeed. That's a lot of planes. Can we launch some nukes with those planes? You got jet bombers and nukes, my guy. Wow. Crazy stuff. Yeah, Gorgo's gone. Rip. I mean, there's a whole nother game to play and maybe Gorgo wins it, but I'm not.
One has taught you well.
I'm not confident. Yeah, 3 turns until Ephesus is Eleanor's. Yeah, and now Eleanor's leading. Wow. What a game. 1, 1, 4, 1. Yep, no one's even building any projects. Oh, man. French Eleanor is going to win a game in the quarterfinal of the AIPL. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Bordeaux's going to flip back. Sparta seems like it's going to flip as well to a free city. But if Ephesus flips first... Whales started as fish, evolved into land mammals, decided it was terrible up here, then returned to the proverbial monk, which is why they're aquatic animals with lungs. Oh, cool. I'm sure that's exactly what happened. I'm sure there's nothing missing in that tale of evolution. Dude, take Argos, do it. Can we pause this win? I want to see Gorgo get destroyed. Yeah, Gorgo's last in score by a pretty big margin. Yeah, one more turn maybe? One more turn for Eleanor to win? And Eleanor's going to pick up the Forbidden City on the way out. That's pretty huge. Wow. The comeback. French Eleanor. Crazy. But now where is Russia? Oh, Russia's second now. Oh, that kind of, yeah, because Russia's taken over all these cities. That kind of sucks for Eleanor, is you still don't avoid Russia, but maybe it doesn't matter if you're winning games anyway. There it is.
Hell yeah, brother.
French Eleanor with a huge win in game number 1 out of 2 in their AIPL bracket. Quarterfinal bracket. Quarterfinal bracket number 3 to be specific.